Wow. Oh, you got your coffee there, bud. You're gonna. What are you doing? I hope you did that on purpose, because
I didn't.
I don't know what you're doing right now.
We are live on the. 1 second here. Let me get my glove on. And we are back. It's the Not Funny Podcast.
Good
and
start.
I know. And today we are doing a hunter special. Actually, no. We just dressed up in complete
Well,
orange.
yeah,
and-
it's our hunter special.
Yeah.
We don't hunt,
Yeah.
But-
I mean,
we
It's-
gotta show
we gotta sport the orange
for Minnesota.
for Minnesota.
It's deer hunter season right
It
now.
is. It is. And I'm glad I'm wearing orange because I think I'd be shot if I was not wearing orange.
Right. Yep. It
Um,
is scary out there when you're in the woods at all. They're all over. When you drive down my road
Mm-hmm.
and you just look into the woods, you'll see orange. Orange.
Oh,
Orange.
I thought you were talking about deer.
No,
Oh.
not deer. Hunters. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you do see deer too.
Yeah. Did you used to hunt a little bit when you were younger, right?
Yeah, actually, quite a bit. Like
Quite
it was
a
a
bit?
big deal.
Okay. Did you like hunt around here or did you have to go like a ways out?
Well, I lived up north,
Oh, that's right. You're right.
so ever since I moved here, I haven't really been into it.
No.
But yeah. So I've only shot one deer.
Really?
Yeah, I've gone out years and years and years. Oh, I forgot to put my strap on. Give me 1 second.
You're
go
good.
ahead.
I'll just. Oh. Mitzi. We got a wild deer near us. The wild Mitz.
All right, that's better.
Anyways.
I got my strap on. Keep my pants up.
Sorry. So,
Um,
as you were saying,
What was I saying?
you're talking about.
Oh,
you
yeah.
shooting a
So I
deer.
only ever shot one deer.
Mhm.
I just don't have the heart to shoot anything anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How
I've
did-
changed quite a bit.
How much adrenaline was going through your body when you
A
shot
lot.
that deer? Yeah.
A lot.
A lot.
Like I was by myself and I had this old military rifle, no scope, open sights, and there was this buck. It was a little 7-pointer,
Uh huh.
and it was walking across this like marshy field
Mhm.
type thing, and I was sitting in a little tiny stand, enclosed stand, like it was like a box,
Mhm.
and I just had the window open. And he was probably 100 yards away, I'd say,
Mhm.
which is a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
And I was shooting open sight, so I
Yeah,
didn't have a
so,
scope
yeah,
or
that's-
anything.
That's difficult.
So I was watching him walk
Mhm.
across, and he was at a steady pace, and he's walking, and he's starting to turn like away from me, about 100 yards away.
Mhm.
And I got my sights on him, and when you're shooting open sight, it's not zoom at all,
Mhm.
obviously. So my sights were literally as big as the deer itself.
Oh,
So
no.
like the end, the sight on the end, I
Yeah.
don't know what that's called.
Yeah,
do
I
you know
don't
what
either. No.
the- Bead?
Sure.
No, that's on a shotgun.
Someone's gonna comment. Just gonna be.
No
mad
one's gonna
right now.
comment.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so when I pointed it at him, it was
Uh-huh.
the size of the deer itself.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I'm like, well, I might as well.
yeah.
And I took one shot. Boom! And it's a pretty big round. It's an SKS, if anybody knows what that is.
Uh-huh.
And dropped. Boom. He was down.
Wow.
And then I waited a second. And I was pretty young. And my
Mhm.
dad was hunting probably 500 yards away from me on
Okay.
a different stand.
Okay.
And I get out of the stand. Well, obviously, I put my gun on safety, and I took the clip out and took all
Of
the bullets
course,
out,
yeah.
whatever, and leaned it up in my stand. And then I got down, and then I grabbed it, and then
Mhm.
I brought it with me, because that's what you do.
Yes.
Gun safety.
Yes. Gun
You've
safety.
taken gun safety
yes, I
before,
did.
right?
It was a really bad. Did you take that up and? Yeah, you took
Yeah.
that up there.
I think it's one of those things that everyone should have to do.
Yeah. It was the most boring class ever.
Yeah, it's boring, but it's important.
I remember I broke a table. It was in
You
it was
broke
in
a
our
table.
yeah, it was in our high school that we went to,
Mhm.
and I broke a table somehow and just moved to a different table just randomly. Totally off subject. Anyways,
Yeah,
as
I
you
don't
were
know
talking
where you
about
were going with
yeah, that's about it.
But-
It was just a really boring class.
Yeah, I just think it's one of those things that every person should have to go. No matter if they're going to hunt or own a gun at all, I think they should know gun
Mhm.
safety, just in case they're ever around one.
Mm-hmm.
But
so
so anyway, the deer dropped,
Mm-hmm.
and I walk up to it, and it's dead. It was not moving.
Mm.
It was no blood at all.
Where'd you shoot it?
And
Like, where was the bullet?
well, I'll get to that,
Oh,
Sambo.
sorry,
I'm telling my story.
Sorry, I just want to jump to
Jeez.
conclusions. Sorry.
I get there. Well, I walk up to the deer. I set my gun down or whatever, and I'm looking, and I'm like, "There's no bullet hole. This is the weirdest thing in the world." It was obviously dead.
yeah.
It was just laying there, like I was kicking it and everything, and nothing was going on. And
You just start kicking
all
it.
of a
It's
sudden,
just like,
I'm up by its head, and I notice its ear inside.
Mhm.
'Cause so like a deer, I don't know if you've ever seen
Yeah,
one up close.
I have.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've hunted.
Yeah.
But they have like this cone-shaped ear where it kind of goes out, and then,
Yep.
you know. So
No
all of a sudden
way.
I see a little bit of blood inside his ear, and I'm like, "That's weird. That's suspicious." And I'm like, "Oh, I wonder why its ear is bloody." I mean, and then I'm thinking, well, maybe I shot him in the head on the other side. So I pick up his antler to
Mhm.
roll him over, and his whole what is this thing called? Skull
Like skull.
just falls apart. Like his antlers just
Oh.
come apart.
My God.
And it turned out I shot him in the ear hole and just blew his brains apart. So and then
That's one way to go.
yeah. So then like after all that, and I wanted to mount him,
Mm-hmm.
and but I wanted to do a European mount. If you know do you know what a European mount is?
No, what's that?
It's where like you just have the skull
Oh, yeah.
and then the antlers.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah,
like
yeah,
the hide or anything. That was not happening.
Mhm.
It was just shattered.
Oh, well, yeah. If you're going to hit him in the skull,
Hmm.
there's no way that
Yeah.
that's going to work.
But I don't like to hunt anymore. I don't like venison.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to shoot animals.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not some like PETA
It's just
person,
yeah, it's
but
just not,
I don't know. There's
really
no
not
need
for
for me
me.
to do it.
So was that the only deer that you ever
That's
shot?
the only one.
Have you ever shot at anything else? Was that the only deer that you shot at? Or
Yep.
wow.
I bow
So
hunted.
you're 1 for 1.
I bow hunted for a while,
Mm-hmm.
but never got anything. I got really close. I
Mhm.
was literally 10 yards from a deer bow hunting from a 8-pointer,
Mm-hmm.
and it never turned broadside.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Yeah.
was facing me the whole time.
So you
and
can
I never
really get a good
could
shot at
off. And I didn't want to stick him because
it. Yeah.
then he runs away with an arrow and in him, and it's a big ordeal.
Yeah. Well,
Do you have
that's-
any hunting stories?
Well, I mean, unlike you, I'm not 1 for 1. Instead, I'm 0 for a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, 1 year, what I do when I went hunting was I have a big enough, like, I have a field behind my house, so I have a large, like, area where I can just hunt myself, and my family all comes out and stuff, and we go hunting. And so it's not like a huge process where, like, you have to get up early in the morning and drive 2 hours to a certain spot. Instead, I'm just walking out into my backyard and going to the deer stand. And 1 year, I was a little younger, and I think I was with my dad at the time in the stand still because I couldn't hunt on my own. And there was a deer that was probably like, there was a field, and then like there's like a river, and then I was like behind. I was probably like a good like 300 yards out. I'd say 250 yards out. So
Were you shooting for a doe? Or,
It was a doe. Yes,
Oh, nice.
it was a little smaller, but I was
It was a
just
baby.
I was just hungry for a kill. It didn't have spots on it, I swear.
Sambo's
But
out here trying to kill baby
From
deer.
a ways, it looked kind of small, but also
Did it have
was
spots?
It did not have spots. I wouldn't shoot a fawn.
It's Bambi.
It was
is
Bambi. I had to take out Bambi before they could finish the movie.
You are that hunter.
I'm
in the movie.
not. Yeah, no. So I went for it, took the shot, and like, granted, I'm a ways out, so I'm trying to
Did you say
preserve my.
granted or granted?
Granted,
Oh,
I'm a little ways out, so I'm gonna try and preserve my eco as much as I can. But I took the shot, missed it. It looked at me, and then I reloaded, took another shot, missed it, and then it just started running. Like I kid you not, it wasn't running away. It literally was just running back and forth,
Yeah.
like dodging the bullets.
Right?
Like it was like this.
Like taunting
this
you.
this deer was in the Matrix, I swear.
Oh, that's
Or
funny.
I'm just that bad of a shot.
Yeah.
So I think I ended up taking a total of 5 shots at it,
That's crazy.
which is a lot. Like I
Yeah.
literally had to reload my clip with.
How was it still out there when
I don't know.
it was taunting you?
I
I'm
ended up
telling
not
you.
hitting it once, and then one of my cousins ended up getting it,
Oh.
who was closer to it than me. But that was really one of my only experiences with that. I also had a deer that when I was hunting a little later on, like a couple of years later, I had a deer that was across from me in a pond, and I went for it. I shot 3 shots at it, missed all 3 times. So I'm 0-8 on shots. So not a great track record.
No.
But since we all like kind of hunted, like my cousins and my family all kind of hunted in the same spot and stuff. So there's a lot of people like all over. We had to be careful not to shoot towards any deer stands.
Oh God.
And,
yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cancel my brother here because 1 year there was a deer that was kind of towards my stand, and my brother took a shot
Oh,
towards
that's
my stand.
scary.
Like
Jeez.
he's probably 300-400 yards out away from where I'm at, but he literally shot in the distance towards my stand.
Jesus.
But
Did you get anything?
no,
Oh,
he just
God.
he just took a shot at me. He was
Yeah.
probably mad at me for some
Holy
reason.
buckets.
I'm
That
just
is
gonna shoot my
scary.
brother.
That's sketchy.
Um,
Do you ever hunt for anything else besides
I
deer?
don't no, but like towards the end of my like deer hunting, I think my last year, it was a really nice day out. Like it was like yesterday where it was super nice out,
Mm-hmm.
and I kid you not, I'll put the photo if you can want to put the photo up here or
We'll
whatever.
figure it out.
There's a photo of me that I took in the deer stand with shorts and a t-shirt on.
That's how you were hunting?
Yes,
Did
and
you
I
have
had
orange on or?
I had orange on. I had an
Oh,
orange
okay.
jacket and then a orange hat. That was about it. And I like I was so sick of deer hunting that like I think my last year I didn't even go out. I didn't even load my gun. Like I brought my gun, didn't even put the clip in or anything, and I just had my headphones on the entire
Yeah.
time. So like obviously you're not going to hear anything if you have your headphones on.
Yeah, I was young enough when I started hunting to not have any like devices or music or anything.
Yeah.
I remember going out and I had like a notepad and I would draw
Mm.
when I was sitting there
Wow.
waiting.
That's better than me. I literally, like the last few years that I went, I only went out for the clout to send the people on
Yeah.
Snapchat. Like, yeah, I'm out deer hunting.
Yeah.
Because then like,
In
Or
this
in
area,
this area,
you have to hunt.
yeah, if you're hunting, it's clout. Like you're
You're
not gonna.
irrelevant if you are not a hunter
Yeah.
around here.
Yeah. So, yeah, I basically did that, and now it's like I'm not gonna come home on a weekend when I'm at college to
Yeah.
hunt, even though I was home this weekend
Mhm.
for a deer opener. Did not want to get up.
I remember. Yeah, I don't ever remember hunting anything else. Well, partridge. That's what. Have you ever been partridge hunting
I've only been deer hunting.
or rough grouse? Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if I don't think they're around here.
Really?
Yeah, we got ditch pigeons,
We do have
Pheasants.
ditch pigeons.
but like where I used to live, we'd go rough grouse hunting. That was fun. They're just
Mhm.
like little chickens, you know,
Uh huh.
and they're so easy to breast out and stuff. But
Mm-hmm. What you?
I'm just looking for deer.
Oh.
I mean, it is the hunter special, so
It is a hunter special. I don't see any around us, but I mean, last night we were driving home and we saw
yeah,
a good
a mile
what,
from
like
here.
yeah, it was probably about a mile
Pretty
away from
decent-
here, and it was pretty
decent-sized
decent. Yeah, I'd say probably 8 to 10 pointer.
Mhm.
It was pretty good.
My dad shot a big deer. He ended up on the front page of some sports newsletter or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's got it hanging in his shop back there. It's pretty cool. It was massive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not the rack itself, but the neck on that thing. There was, like, no neck. It was just, like, it was body to head.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy. It was such a big deer. And then we never really hunted much after all that.
Yeah.
There's just not enough room down here to hunt,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Like, I mean, like, even, like, back here, there's 6 or 7 guys that hunt right behind our house.
Really?
Not even kidding.
That's
like,
crazy.
within a mile area,
Mm-hmm.
they're all over.
Going
and that's
back.
just not fun to me.
Yeah. Going back to like your, like when you sat in the stand, did you like, other than like drawing, did you like eat anything or have any snacks or anything like that?
Well, of course, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because like I remember back when.
I'd bring like sandwiches and everything.
Oh, so you were like the good hunter. I literally like my mom would give us so much like candy to bring out there, and I remember one time I wasn't old enough to have like shoot, but I was with my dad out in the deer stand.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, just hanging out, and there's a deer, and I didn't notice. And
You were just
I
snacking.
slowly just pull out a Snickers out of my thing and start unraveling it. It's like it's so silent in the woods that you can hear it just like so loud, and my dad's like, "Stop!" Like, and then the deer runs off.
Yeah, that's hunting for you, Sam.
Yeah, I know. I was not raised, or I'm not built for the hunting season. Uh-oh. Did we lose?
I think we're
connection?
okay. It keeps recording even if you do lose.
Okay. Do you want to take a quick break?
Yeah,
here,
we
maybe?
can take a break.
So we're gonna take a quick break here. I just repeated myself like last time. We're gonna
Did
take
you?
a.
What'd you
kinda.
say?
Because like last time I was like, we're gonna take a quick break. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anyway.
anyways, we're gonna take a quick break here, and then we will be back in a couple minutes. Peace. And we are back, and I don't have my glove on, so just give me one second here.
Just leave it. Here, I'll wear that one.
Okay, yeah.
There we
Yeah.
I guess there's no left or right with
Yeah,
these
you can
ones.
just put whatever you want on.
All right, perfect.
All right,
Actually,
so we're
yeah,
half
yeah.
orange, half not. Bang.
Perfect.
Not funny podcast.
Yeah, but what was I saying?
You were talking about.
Yeah. Does it get cold? I guess, was it cold when you would go out? I know you had that story about how you were
In shorts.
in shorts
Yeah.
and stuff, but has it ever been like crazy cold when it was deer season?
Yeah, it definitely has. Like I remember putting on probably 5 layers and
it's
just
just
still
terrible.
be freezing.
It's just terrible
Yeah.
when you're sitting in the stand and
Yep.
you can't warm up.
And I remember like sometimes, especially on the colder days, I was like, we always had a tradition of after we got done hunting, we'd go and eat somewhere. We'd go to
Yeah.
like,
Go get
just
breakfast or
some
something.
cafe that we'd only go once a year to.
Right, yeah.
And
Which
and
one was it?
which one was it?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna bleep it out?
No.
Oh, cafe.
Why did you say that?
I thought you were gonna bleep it
That's
out.
my favorite spot in the world.
I've only been there once. Like I've only been there.
I'll
a couple
bleep
times.
it out if I can figure out how to do it. Otherwise, it's going up.
Well,
I haven't gotten that
at this
far in
point,
editing.
our context clues are pretty valid
Yeah.
on where we are.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. There's enough cafes.
I mean,
Around here?
shout out to them.
Them, yeah.
Anyways,
I love them. That's my favorite spot.
we also went to well, this doesn't exist anymore, but Highway Cafe
Oh yeah.
doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah,
don't
I would.
remember what we were talking about.
I was talking about how like we always had that tradition
Oh yeah,
to,
right. Go ahead.
going out there. So it'd be like, it'd be 8 o'clock and I'd already be out there for a couple hours and I'd just be like, all right,
Done with hunting.
can we go?
Yeah.
I want to go eat. I don't
I
want
know.
to, I just want to go have my pancakes and bacon.
My family has like a shack up on the range.
Mhm.
If you know where that is.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
when
know
say
what you
the
mean.
range?
Yep.
The range is, where is the range? It's like central north Minnesota.
Yeah.
North of Duluth.
Mhm.
if anybody knows where Duluth is. It's where all the mining happens, all the iron mining,
Yeah.
taconite and pellets.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a shack up there, my family on my mom's side, and they were so hardcore hunters. Like they would get up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, go out, sit in the stand, and they would not come back until 9 at night. Like
Wow.
I don't know how they did it. Like they would sit in the stand all day because their whole thing was if you're not out there and a deer walks by, there's only going to be a deer walking by once. So you better get out there, and you don't
Sheesh.
want to leave
That's
your post.
hardcore.
Another thing we did, which is probably illegal, is we would hunt on the tracks.
On the
train
track.
tracks.
On the
There
train
was train
tracks.
yeah. But I mean, we were in the middle of nowhere, and we
Yeah.
wouldn't hunt on them per se. But
Mhm.
did I say that word right? Is that how you use
Per se. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
wouldn't hunt on them, but we'd use them to like walk down and then go into the woods or something. you know?
Mhm.
So, but then a train coming,
Mhm.
you better get out of there.
Yeah.
So,
Did you?
I don't remember where I was going with that story.
No, it's fine. Did you ever hunt anything that was like small? Like I know some people do like squirrels and like some other things like
The
that.
grouse. That's
The grouse.
Yeah. I mean, obviously. Oh, I know what you're getting to, aren't you?
Yeah. I was trying to help you there.
No, so I think we've all had a slingshot or a pellet gun or
Not
BB
me.
gun.
Not me.
Never?
I never had one.
Never.
No.
Anything.
Literally, don't you
A Nerf
remember?
gun.
Huh?
Did you have a Nerf gun?
Okay, I had a Nerf gun,
Okay.
but like, remember like how like you would do airsoft here
Yeah.
and stuff. I didn't know how to work that gun until I did
Oh,
it with you.
Um,
And man, did I have some mad aim.
So most people around here had a pellet gun or a BB gun as a kid.
Everyone except for me.
Yeah, exactly. For real. I can't believe you never had one. But and you would just go out and shoot little Tweety birds.
Yeah.
It was just kind of what you did.
Mhm.
Shoot at squirrels and then I remember we had a little pond, and it was a shallow pond. It was only like 2 feet deep at the deepest. It was actually really cool how it was laid out. So there was like, it was in this area of the woods where it was all these cedar trees,
Mhm.
and the cedar trees' roots would pull up, and like the pond was within all these cedar trees. So there was like little islands and stuff. And as a kid, that was like the coolest thing in the world.
Uh-huh.
You know, if you were an outdoors kid, I know you weren't, obviously.
No,
You
not
don't know-
really.
You don't like to be
I was kind of
outside.
an inside person.
Yeah, I guess. You were in a bubble.
Not well.
Your
Yeah.
parents didn't make you sit in a bubble?
What do you mean?
I'm kidding. Nothing.
What?
Um,
I was in a tent in my. I remember putting a tent up in my living room.
yeah, that's camping for Sambo.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you start a fire?
I mean, the most that I've done for camping is when we went RVing.
Yeah.
That was
That's fun.
That was fun. We should do that again.
I don't ever like to camp without my RV now.
Yeah.
I mean, why stay in a tent when you have a bed? You know?
Have you camped just in the past, like in a tent and
Oh
stuff?
yeah, of course,
Oh.
yeah. We used to like backpack camp,
Mm-hmm.
so like you'd literally like just lay down
Wow.
like right here.
Yeah. No, I
Or
can't
right
do
there.
that.
We should do that. You wanna do
No.
it right now.
Just
Um,
lay down.
But anyway, with that pond,
Mm-hmm.
I remember we had this little neighbor kid. I don't even remember what his name was. He moved away when I was young.
Mhm.
I can't even think of what he looks like, but I just remember him. I was that young.
Mm-hmm.
And we would go out there and we'd shoot all the frogs,
Mm-hmm.
which is, in hindsight, probably pretty sad. But,
Yeah.
I mean, we were kids, and I remember.
I mean, the frog population is too great
Yeah,
for it
that's
to be
true.
like.
There's a lot of them, but it's not like we were eating them.
No.
But I remember that we had a log. There was a log sitting there, and it was probably like 5-6 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't one gap. We lined up all the frogs we shot. There wasn't a gap an inch wide all the way across the log.
Wow.
Like we just
That's-
lined them up in a row, and they were just laying there.
Oh my gosh.
There had to be 50 of them. I mean, You know, so
There you go. You got a good appetizer.
those
you know?
are the things we used to do as children, like go shoot little innocent animals.
What did I do as a child? Sit at my computer.
You
No.
camped indoors.
I camped indoors. I do remember I had that that tent in my living room, and I'd put like stars up to like make it
Aw,
look like
That's cute.
Starry Night.
But in the house you're in now,
Yes.
or your parents
yeah,
are in now,
in my house that I live in now.
there's a sliding glass door right out your.
I know,
basement.
like
You
I
could've
could have
set it
just
right outside even.
I could have.
That would have been.
I think it
better.
was the middle of winter, so I mean, or it was the middle of the summer.
Why were you doing it? Just for
fun,
giggles?
just something to do.
Oh yeah.
My mom was probably pissed at me enough for making forts out of the couches,
I
so
know, yeah. That was fun.
that was fun.
I just look back at, and I always try to think like, when was the last time I made a fort?
I know exactly when the last time I made a fort.
Like an indoor fort, not
Yeah.
like, because I'll still go out and make a treehouse. I think that's the funnest.
that is
stuff in
pretty
the world.
fun.
But
Never did
like-
it.
like,
Okay, let me explain this though. Like there was one day that I was so like I really wanted to go make a fort and out in the woods, which is surprising. Like my mom was like, "Are you okay?" But
What
I
happened?
brought my brother out and we went out into like my front yard and we went out in the woods and I found this perfect tree that would be great because I could see the road and I could
Right.
see the field and everything. And I was like, okay, now what? And then my brother's like, I'm cold. I'm going back inside. So I'm just sitting there in the woods trying to figure out how I'm going to do this with only me. And 5 minutes later, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go play PS2 games. So I just went back
you
inside.
were a gamer kid.
I tried, and it was just not the move.
Were you
But
that kid where his lips got really chapped and he had like a big ring right here?
How do you know this?
Were you?
Yes.
Yeah, there was always
Yes.
one. There was always one.
I was like that in like 9th grade too. Like 10th
Really?
grade. 10th grade, I had the like my lips were so chapped that my lip was split like right here, and like it was
the
always
worst,
bleeding, and it was so embarrassing. Like I low key like wish that we were able to wear masks back then, just so I could cover up my
Your
face.
lip.
It was
Yeah.
bad, and I didn't do anything about it. Like I didn't put chapstick or anything on it. I was
Oh.
just like,
I
whatever,
would
it's
have
fine.
like a panic attack if I ever went to school without chapstick when I was younger.
Really.
Yeah, like I needed to have it. Still to this day, I think like there's something in my mind that I always need to apply it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
I-
kind of like that. You know how you can get addicted to nasal spray or whatever? They say
Yeah.
like because your body stops doing whatever it's supposed to do.
Uh huh. Weird.
I think that's where it came from for me. But, when was the last time you built a fort then?
So this is really interesting. I actually built one this last summer indoors.
For just yourself, or were
No,
you with
I
somebody?
was
that-
so Holly and I were up on our trip to Duluth,
yeah.
and we were bored one night, and like we were just kind of tired or whatever. Didn't really want to do it. Like
Mhm.
I don't know. We had like some things that we were planning on doing, like watching a movie or something. So what we ended up doing was I had gone down to the bathroom, and it was like a 2-story like apartment type thing.
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
super.
Really, when you
it
told
was
me that, I'm like,
Bro, it was
it's a
super
hotel room,
Yeah,
or was that an Airbnb?
It was an Airbnb, like in a motel, but it was like a brand new renovated motel up on the North
so it was like
Shore.
a big suite almost.
Yeah, so like
That's
like
super cool.
the upstairs was like the bedroom and like all that stuff, and then downstairs was just like there was like a sink and like bathroom and stuff, and just a few amenities like that. But it was super cool. So, anyways, I went down to the downstairs bathroom, and I came up, and Holly had built a fort out of the beds and
That's funny.
like the chairs and stuff. And I'm like, well, this is kind of cool.
Do you want to play house?
Yeah.
Did you ever play house as a kid?
A little bit, yeah.
It's
mean-
weird. It's one of those things where it's like everyone knows that game,
Mhm.
but there's no structure to the game.
Yeah.
It's just play house.
hmm
I remember as a kid we'd play house all the time with
Mhm.
my cousins and stuff.
Yeah. I remember I never really did it with like my family, but I remember doing it like in like kindergarten,
Yeah.
playing house with a bunch of
Playing
kids.
house. Like, what is playing house?
I think I was always the dog.
What? Are you serious?
Well, I was never like
What
the
version
mommy
of
or
house are
daddy,
you
so I was always like,
You were the dog?
I wasn't the most popular kid in kindergarten.
You were the dog.
I just remember, like, do you have any?
Oh, hi.
Hey,
What?
do you have any like times like when you were like a child that like or like in kindergarten? Do you remember anything like like specific?
Hardly at all.
Okay, all I remember from kindergarten is one time I was building something like out of these like big like they were kind of like cardboard blocks
At school.
at school, yes. And like I built this huge fort and then just some kid like came over and terrorized it and just
Yeah.
completely destroyed it, and I remember crying and telling the teacher, and that's all I remember from kindergarten.
Trying to think.
And I do remember my first love in first grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She used to write me notes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's sweet.
And she gave me a kiss on like the neck under the
That's young.
I know.
That's crazy. No,
Didn't
I
get
don't
another
really
kiss till
remember.
like
I don't really
20.
remember. What'd you say?
then I didn't get another kiss till like
Yeah,
19 or
right.
20.
Yeah. Yeah. Still to this day, you're
I'm
waiting.
still a kiss virgin.
No, I don't remember kindergarten. I remember my first day of preschool.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because I remember walking in and there was this kid named Jack, and he comes up to me and he introduced, "Hi, I'm Jack," and he puts his hand out.
Mm.
It was kind of funny, and that's pretty much. And then I remember nap time,
Hmm.
and I remember always dinking around during nap time because nobody wanted to do nap time.
Yeah, I know. I'm like nowadays, like I'd be like, oh, I would love a nap time
in college.
in
Like,
college.
is it nap
Yeah,
time yet?
or in like high school, I was like, nap time would slap right now. But I remember like when I was younger, I'd just lay there. I'd be like, I want to do something. I want to go play, but everyone else is just like. I remember one kid. One kid during nap time ended up.
Did he crap his pants or
No,
something?
he was laying flat on his back. He puked.
Oh.
Puke came out his mouth and just like all over.
Poor
And
kid.
kids are like, oh my gosh, trying to tell the teacher, but they're like, teacher's like, no, nap
It's
time.
nap time. It's
But
nap
like
time.
no one noticed till after nap time. They're like, oh
Jeez.
my gosh,
Boy. No,
some fun times.
I honestly, like, thinking back, I do not remember my childhood very much. I mean, there's certain points, obviously, that you remember.
Yeah,
But I
remember getting-
cannot distinguish, like, first, second, third grade. I don't even remember.
I can just remember them because of like my private school had like different colors for like
Yeah.
each door.
yeah, I
So
mean,
like
I remember.
could distinguish like which classroom is which. I could probably tell you, like I could go into the building and be like, this was first grade, this was second grade,
Yeah.
third grade, and fourth grade, kindergarten.
No, I remember, like, the room I was in when I was
Mm-hmm.
in second grade. But I don't remember one thing we talked about or learned about or any of that.
Did you ever when you were younger? Did you ever have to do like recorders? Like do like
for music class?
Yeah, music class.
Yeah.
Did you like doing that?
No, I hated it.
Oh,
I
felt-
hated all of music. Every kid in my
But-
class hated that.
But now you like playing your guitar
Yeah, now
and stuff
I'm into
and
it,
like
but-
into it. I just remember doing recorders and I was an absolute god.
Were you?
Yes, I had made sure I had every
Hot cross
single
buns or
ribbon.
whatever?
I had every single. Did you guys do like a ribbon thing that you put on your recorder?
No.
Okay, so like you would test out on certain songs,
Mm-hmm.
and if you tested out correctly, you'd get a ribbon on your recorder.
Oh, yeah.
I had every single one of them on there, and they're like, I think I still have my recorder somewhere. I don't know
Really?
where it's at,
Wow.
but I was a god at it, and that's the only instrument that I know how to play.
You still to this day.
to this
you're,
day,
like,
yes.
Crazy good on a recorder.
Probably. I don't know. I haven't picked it up in years. and
I just
probably-
remember hot cross buns, and that's about
Hug,
it.
A, B, C. I don't think that's right.
I think you know the motion. I just don't.
I know the motion. I don't know. I don't think that's the right. Or maybe it's B, C, B, A, C, B, A, C, B, 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 A, B, A, C.
Somebody will comment.
Yeah, someone.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But,
My brother.
Well, do you want to take another break and we'll come back and
Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll see you in a couple minutes. And we are back on the Not Funny Podcast, Hunter Special.
You sound like a hunter when you say that. Hunter special.
Hunter Special.
Yeah, you sound like you're out in the deer stand right now.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to whisper like this then. I don't think they heard that.
We should probably
whisper like this.
because of the deer.
Shit, I see one.
Wow. Oh, you got your coffee there, bud. You're gonna. What are you doing? I hope you did that on purpose because
I didn't.
I don't know what you're doing right now. Here, give me that. Good.
All right, hold on
Hey,
one
when
sec.
you get back up, can we just talk about?
What just happened?
Yeah, well, that and talk about what we're wearing because we never went through that.
Yeah.
How you doing? I don't know what you were doing, but you were trying to be silly. It was really silly of you.
It was really...
Yeah. Okay. Sit back down.
All right.
Or actually stand there for a second. All right. Well, you got to get your chair back in here. And your pants are falling down.
Yeah, we're Minnesota gangster in it right now.
Yeah. Well, the pants don't really fit. Look, they still got the tag on them.
It's fine.
But I mean, we do look pretty good right now. Our heads aren't in the shot. Here we go.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So anyways,
Now let's do a full turn. Let's see what you look
turn.
like.
you're
Yeah.
gonna see my pants, but
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, you
It's
look
looking
like
real-
you're going hunting right now.
yeah, we real hunting right now.
So I don't know what that was,
I don't either.
but
I
I mean,
I was like acting as if there was like a deer over
right,
there,
right.
and I shot,
Yeah.
and the kickback was.
What
a little
gun were
more
you
than
using?
I don't.
Because
I don't know. my
I thought you were
guns.
pulling back a bow for a second, and then you went bang. So I don't know.
We're
I don't
we
know.
gotta keep that in there.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well,
Let me
I don't know what I was going to talk about now. Honestly,
snag this back.
our producer isn't here today.
Yeah, our producer is not present.
We should
as
probably
per
mention that.
usual. Or else he probably would have been able to help me get up from that.
Yeah, right. Or just told you not to do that.
Not to do that. See, we don't
No.
really have anyone that tells us what to do and what not to do
Mhm.
with this podcast, so we
Yeah.
do whatever we want.
Yeah, that's true. And then it fails us. Then we don't get any subscribers
Of
because we have no
course.
structure.
Anyways,
But there we are talking about the podcast.
yeah, I was just gonna say let's not talk about the podcast.
But back to hunting. Do you have any ambition to ever hunt really again?
Probably not,
Me either.
unless I have to impress my girlfriend's dad. That's about it.
You what?
Unless
What'd
I
you
have to impress my girlfriend's
Oh yeah,
dad,
right.
because he's a big goose hunter,
Outdoorsman.
outdoorsman. He's out hunting
Yeah.
right now up north right now. So
Yeah, I never really was into anything. I got into fishing, and I still like to fish quite a bit, but no, not
Yeah.
hunting.
I don't fish. I don't hunt.
Would you ever
Nothing.
go on like a safari?
A what?
Safari?
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 Was I saying it wrong?
Yeah. Safari?
What was I saying? Safari?
Safari?
Safari? Is that how you say
What
it?
do you what's your safari like?
Now you're saying
No,
it?
I'm saying it.
Safari?
What's a safari like for like are you just talking about like a tour around
Like in
places,
Africa.
or- yeah, like is that like
like a safari. Wait,
Okay,
is a
what-
safari like where you take pictures?
that's what I was thinking. Or is that hunting?
Well, I think it can be either.
When you said safari, I thought
No, I said safari. and
Safari.
you corrected me.
yes. I thought like just like a Disney World when you just
No, not
when
Disney
you
World.
when you drive around and see all
No.
these exotic animals
No,
that they have
I
caged
meant
up.
like in Africa or something.
Would
Would you ever go on one of those? I would not hunt, but I would.
I don't think I
definitely-
would hunt. It'd be cool to see though.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't. I've never really had any. Like Africa's one of those countries I don't like the savannah and stuff. I don't have that much interest in seeing.
No.
It would be cool. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it wouldn't be, but there's a lot of other places I'd want to go to
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I definitely wouldn't hunt there because everyone who ever hunts there always gets the cancellation
Oh,
because they shot
Yeah,
something they
actually-
aren't supposed to.
Wasn't that guy from Minnesota, that dentist or whatever,
Yeah.
that shot that
He shot what was an
a
elephant?
lion? No, it was a lion. I
It was
think.
a lion. Yeah, I don't know. Be pretty crazy though.
Yeah, it would just
Think
be
about
cool to see.
okay. Think about the adrenaline you get shooting a deer.
Yeah.
Now think about doing that to an
For real.
elephant or a
Yeah.
rhino or some crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, we don't really have too many cool animals around here.
Yeah, we got a Mitzi here, but
We have
that's about
bear.
it. We do have bears.
There was last year there was a bear in our tree right here. She
Really?
was just hanging out. She had a cub,
Wow.
kind of sketchy. And then we had, I remember at my school, at my old school in elementary, there was a bear in a tree right outside the school. So they wouldn't let us go like get on the bus or anything. We had to
Were
wait
you-
for like animal animal control or like the
I don't
game
know,
warden or
yeah.
something to come out and get it down. And
Were you at our high school when they had the bear that was roaming around the property and literally we
No.
couldn't? Yeah, there was like they.
so you had a similar
yeah,
situation
we had a
around
similar
here?
because we were supposed to have a football game
Oh,
that night and we got canceled because
Wow.
there was a bear around there.
huh? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that was like 9th or 10th grade or something.
I don't
like
know
that.
why they would cancel. I mean, the bear's just gonna. It's not gonna come into the football game. I wouldn't think, unless it's got a cub or something. I guess.
I mean,
maybe,
it's fenced off anyways.
but- yeah. I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird.
We
yeah, I
have
can't really.
moose. No,
Not really.
Here.
Not around
We have-
here.
There's moose up north. I remember
Yeah.
going moose shed hunting. Like we'd go out and look for the sheds.
Wow.
And then I think wasn't there a moose like right around like Mille Lacs Lake? I know that's pretty far south, but
I don't know. It might have been. I'm sure that
I
there's.
remember hearing about a moose, like a calf or something, right around Mille Lacs Lake, which is pretty far south
Yeah.
for moose. You know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then there's. Well, that's about it for big animals. We have cougars. Or do we
saw-
have cougars or
We have coyotes.
coyotes? Yeah.
I saw a coyote
Wolves.
died on 94 the other day.
Where?
On 94. Head north.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
that
moving
was-
in closer to the cities. They're like becoming like. Isn't it like a problem in the cities?
I think it is, yeah. I didn't know for a sec. I didn't know if it was a dog or a coyote, but then I figured out it was
Yeah.
a coyote. 'Cause- Anyways, I think that about does it for the. What do you think? You got any other?
I don't know. Yeah, we can be done.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening again. We're gonna plug our media here. We have the Instagram official Not Funny,
Right.
TikTok Not Funny Pod or Not Funny, and then the our YouTube, which you're probably watching this on, which is.
I hope you're watching.
Yeah,
on
I hope
YouTube,
you're
'cause
watching because there's nowhere else
I
to
don't know
listen
where
to it.
else we would be.
Yeah. And then also, if you want to shoot us an email for content or want to come on the podcast, sjcarpodcast@gmail.com. Never going to get old. We're never
I
going to
forgot
change it.
about that.
Yeah. But stick along for the journey, guys. This is Not Funny Podcast.
This has been a fun one.
It's been a good one.
It's been a fun one. We actually
I'm
have
cold,
stuff to talk about.
Yeah. I'm
So-
cold. So
Are you cold?
a little bit.
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh,
I'm
well,
pretty bundled up though.
Yeah. I got sheets for pants right now. So, well, till next time, guys. Peace out.